Hi you guys, I just wanted to come here and give you guys an update as this is my second completed month locked, well, on my lock journey. So I started on October 24th and it is now December and my hair is moving quite along. So I have it in like this high side ponytail, whatever. I thought it was like a cute little funky style. Just put in my hair real quick. As you can see, all of my soon-to-be locks are not the same length, and that's fine. My hair was never really the same length, even as a loose natural, so it's okay. So I'm just gonna take this out so you guys can really get an idea of what my hair looks like down compared to the last month. So there's not much of a big difference to me with my locks, but I will say that I'm noticing that the roots are staying twisted a bit longer than before, which is a good thing. I feel like my hair is getting used to it and it's being trained. So now it knows what to do. It knows to just stay the way I put it. Yeah, but I'm gonna come a little closer so you can see the roots a little bit better. But as you can see, like all of this, it's pretty much locked up until about here. And then the rest is still the 2-strand twist. There is something else that I did notice that I thought it was something that I did wrong maybe one of the last times that I washed my hair, but I don't think so, because it pretty much affected every single twist and I didn't really do anything differently when I did wash my hair. So I did notice that my ends were starting to unravel. I specifically braided my ends because I felt like my hair, due to the texture that it was, I felt like it would unravel fairly quickly during the beginning of this process. So I did braid it down from maybe about like here. I don't know if you can see that, but I would twist up until about here and then braid the rest down, and pretty much all of them unraveled from the braid by this month 2, and I was just like, wait a minute, like what's going on? So I didn't really notice all of the others at first. I only noticed one of them because I felt like it was unraveling like pretty close, like towards the middle, and I panicked and I just took it and I braided it back from that point where it started to unravel. So as you can see, that's a pretty long piece of the lock to have in like a regular old box braid. And it kind of stands out a bit because the box braid is making it stay more stretched, so the others are starting to draw up some, and that one is just like there and it looks relatively straight, but I'm like, whatever. But then when I looked at some of the other ends, I noticed that those unraveled too, so you no longer even see the braid. Like you can see it on a few of them, but one like this one, there's no more braid, it's gone. Now it's just like an unraveled 2-strand twist that started to curl at the end. This one is still somewhat braided. This one, I don't know if I just showed you this. No. This one is still somewhat braided from about here on down. So I'm noticing that my hair is just doing its thing section by section, and I guess that's something just to expect. I didn't really expect for this process to go smoothly from beginning to end, from each twist or each lock to the next lock. Like I didn't expect that, so honestly I'm quite fine with the way things are going. It's just something that I noticed. So that's the whole point of these updates, is just to point out those differences from the month before till now. I'm still happy with my decision to lock my hair. I still don't have a regret about it. I don't feel as insecure about my starter locks as I did before. So I felt before like I couldn't show them, like I wouldn't show the roots. I would just keep my hat on and or wear a turban. But lately I'm like, no, I like it. I'm owning it. I wear them and I'm like, whoever doesn't like it, that's fine. And whoever does, that's fine too. I actually did get someone complimenting me on them. I went to a holiday party and I was a little freaked out. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a little freaked out about how I was gonna style my hair because I just felt like, you know, I was going somewhere where I needed to dress up. I was dressed a little fancy and I wanted my hair to match the outfit. I wanted it to all flow and not look like one part was somewhat not connected to the other. So what I did was I actually did a retwist that week, and then I put my hair up into a bun, and I basically wore like all of my locks up into like a top knot, and it actually looked really nice. And I also put on like a headband that had some like little jewel details which went with the outfit as well. I'll actually post a picture in here so you guys can see what I did to my hair. I was rushing when I was getting ready so I didn't have time to like stop and really take like close-up shots of my hair, but you will get an idea of what my hair looked like when I went to that event. So yeah, at that event is where someone actually complimented me on my hair, and it caught me off guard. Like I was somewhat shocked, I guess, because I just wasn't expecting it, and I felt like everyone else's perspective of it would be like, what is she doing to her hair? Not, oh wow, that looks cool. So I did appreciate that compliment, and it made me feel pretty good while I was out. Now I just feel good on my own. Again, I do really like how my hair is progressing. I am noticing that I have like more bubbles. Let's see, I'm just looking at my mirror here so I can show you guys. Like there's definitely a bubble up in here. Bubbles there. There's more like frizz, and you can't really see it with this camera, but I can see it's like a layer of frizz, or it's definitely frizz, but it's like a layer of hair that is pretty much all around each lock or each twist, which I think is pretty cool. At first I thought something was wrong, so I would try to like wrap those loose little hairs around the twist or around the lock, thinking that it was coming out. And I think that this is just all a part of the process. This is what is going to eventually cover the twist that you see here. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have any complaints. I actually feel like certain things, certain routines that I picked up since last month has really helped me this month tremendously. For instance, I am still washing my hair with apple cider vinegar and water, and then washing that out with the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap that I showed you guys in the last video. And then afterwards, I would just moisturize my scalp with this castor oil. And what I would do is I would actually pour some of this castor oil into this applicator bottle, because this oil is extremely thick. As you can see, it moves like really slow. It's extremely thick, and this bottle, this top, is just like an open top, and it'll just create a mess if I'm like dipping my fingers in it, and no. So putting it in here really helps, and it helps me to be able to just like get into the tough spots and even in between some of the boxes. So between this stuff, the Dr. Bronner soap, and the apple cider vinegar, I have gotten rid of that really dry, flaky, irritated scalp of mine. It's like so healthy. This is the healthiest that my scalp has been in years, which is pretty sad, but I'm happy that I did finally figure out what to do and what would work for my scalp. And also in between, like maybe in the middle of the week after I had washed my hair, to do like a re-wet, or to like kind of moisturize my scalp a bit before adding a little bit more oil. If it feels a bit dry, I would just take my spray bottle full of water, but not tap water. I actually use the Smart water because it's vapor distilled water, so it doesn't give off like that mildewy smell after X amount of time passes like tap water does, which could create like bacteria building up in your hair and in your locks, which can be a really smelly situation. So that is all that I've been doing, and my routine is very simple. It's very easy to follow, and it doesn't take up too much time from my life. I don't feel like I have to schedule out like 4 hours to deal with hair. Like, I don't have to do that, which I'm really happy about. So that's pretty much all I have. I mean, if you guys have questions, you can feel free to put them down below in the comment section. And I ask that you please subscribe to my channel. This way you can get alerts on whenever I post new videos, and this way we can just kind of stay in touch, because I know it's like a lot of stuff always going on, people throwing things at you, and sometimes it's hard to just focus or to even stay connected. You can just subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and then we can stay in touch. I do thank you guys for watching and even being interested in hearing what I have to say about this whole journey. And I want to wish you guys a happy and prosperous and joyful new year, and may all of your wishes come true, and I thank you. Mwah. Bye.